Hello fams, so we'll be going to deploy and create an account to Alpha Gueri using SNCast and deploying an account. So for that, you just have to go to infura.api, create a new account, then give it the name you want, and then create one. After that, go to Starknet, copy the Alpha Gueri API key. After copying that, now go to SNCast, pass the URL as the one you created from AlphaGueri, then pass the account create command, then the name, Starknet, add, and then add the profile to add it to the cargo scab.tamo. So we are going to copy this address and then take it to starknet.io to add faucets to account. So as it is adding, as we're waiting for the transaction, we should continue for with deploying the account, since I'm sure before we finish up it will have added faucets. So as you can see, it has been added to the cargo.tamo tool. So by adding the -- profile, now we can use this. So the account has also been added to the Starknet accounts, where you can see them Starknet OpenZIL.json, as you can see here. So when we go down here, you can see we have the account that we have created that we are calling Starknet, as you've seen. So now use SNCast again to now use the account -- account. We want to pass in Starknet, which we have already created in the scab.tamo, and try to deploy the account. Okay, then account deploy, then pass the name Starknet, and then max fee, you can use the one that generated by Starknet, and then call deploy. So you can see we have deployed our account, and you can see the transaction hash. Actually, when you go to Starknet and then go to AlphaGueri, you can see it. So SNCast again, we are going to use this account to do a deployment. So we pass in the profile that we want to use, which is Starknet account. So the profile is Starknet, and then we are going to do declare the contract, our contract, that is the counter contract that we've already created, and pass the name the same way we were deploying on DevNet. So on deploying on either mainnet on AlphaGueri, you can either pass the mainnet infura API key or the Gueri, any of those. So now let's use the profile to deploy our accounts, since it has generated a class chart that we've copy and paste. You can see now we can get the contract address, which we can use to interact with the smart contract. Let's just do a simple interaction, invoke. You can make this profile default by just removing the dot Starknet or dot my profile in the scab.tamo, and then you just have to be using scab, and scab will be using it as the default account. So you can see we are able to do an increment in the account contract, and now we're going to do another increment. So let's do now a call, and that's how we can make function calls in our smart contracts deployed on the testnet Gueri. using SN.